Hey, everybody. It's 2:15 in the morning at Barrow and Furnace, UK, so I'm not going to be jumping out of my chair and doing my usual holler before the show. Just let it be known that here it is.
Welcome to the Bleeding Burgundy Podcast, a Washington football podcast by fans for fans. With your hosts, Jesse Martin.
You want to play what? Okay. Say hello to my little friend.
John Taylor.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
And Keith Gray.
The King, your Majesty.
And now here's your host, John Taylor.
Hey, this thing is running way behind. I don't know. It's glitching like crazy, man. This thing is going to be a complete clusterfuck right now. This is going to remind you of a Jim Zorn draft room, the way that we're going to run this show tonight. So, we don't know what the fuck's going to happen, and we don't know what we're doing. For the first thing is that we came on here probably about an hour before we're going to pick. Poor Scotty. Dude, have you already told your boss you're not coming in tomorrow?
Yeah, I'd firstly, John, like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for getting me to this point in the show. No, I'm only kidding. Yeah, I'm off tomorrow, mate. Anyway, so I booked the time off. So I was looking forward to it. But 6 picks in an hour, I was like, what is going on? They keep taking.
If y'all can hear me, can y'all hear me?
I've got you, man.
Okay, just hold on a second because I'm getting a Bluetooth speaker hooked up. So y'all just chat, and I'll be back.
Oh, yeah.
So looking at this board, John, the Eagles are traded up.
Yeah. For some reason, the screen.
So while Jesse has a conversation, yeah, it's all good, man.
Welcome to the most professional podcast in Commander's freaking world. This is it. There we go. Oh, here we go. And we're going to have the speaker right in our face.
I got you.
Hey, so Keith's dreamboat just got drafted. Bijan Robinson is off the board. I can see right now they've got him on the NFL Network, which I'm watching.
Yeah, I got him on.
I can see right behind over his shoulder. There's Keith in the crowd.
It's there we go.
Hey, all right. Why don't you tell us when you're ready, there, Jess?
Oh, I love it.
Show on your cue.
Is this the joys of technology?
Ready? No, I should mute you, Scott. And put myself on mute, so he just thinks that he can't hear forever. These are some stupid-looking hats, I must say.
They are terrible hats. I'll be honest with you.
The first pick, they had to make that hat so big to get over his hair. That was goofy looking.
And what about Tyree? Who was the dude with the glasses? Was it Tyree Wilson?
The defensive end that the Raiders picked?
Yeah, was it Tyree Wilson?
Like windshield, man.
I just wish I could look that smooth.
I tell you what, it looks to me, and now I say I'm watching NFL Network. I'm going to give you my impression of Kurt Warner's makeup person, right? Between every shot.
So I think this for the Eagles, who the pick is in and they've traded to 9. I think this is Gonzalez.
Maybe.
We'll see. Interesting to see. Ooh, we'll see. Falcons, Bijan Robinson. Who is it for the Eagles?
I don't know. I'll tell you what. Here's I've said this already, and all of the pre-draft hype. For one, while we've got time to talk about this stuff while we're waiting on our pick, dude, what the fuck is with this goddamn red carpet? Who are you wearing tonight? Shit, with all the players walking up on the NFL Network. It's like, God damn it. How can you make this friggin' sport any more ridiculous than you already have other than this shit? Just tell me who you're wearing tonight. It drives me insane.
I got Juicy Couture on tonight, John.
Right.
I've got a Commander's hoodie with the wrong dates on it, which is a collector's item now. So
that is.
Yeah. I'm good. I'm good, man. I'm good.
I've got T-shirt by Hanes or T-shirt by Jersey.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I hope Keith's enjoying him. I hope Keith's enjoying himself out there. Anyway,
he probably is hating life right now because it's well past his bedtime. He's out there in the middle of that throng. Here we go. Jesse coming back again to see if it works.
Oh, I can hear him through my phone now. Damn.
All right. I can hear you.
So, I'm trying to watch the damn draft at the same time, but I used my brother's phone because I got Hulu Live on my phone, but it will not work. So,
ladies and gentlemen, this is technological marvels at work. And here come the Eagles pick.
Who is this? Don't tell me, John, because I'm about 30 seconds behind you.
All right.
All right.
The joys of international broadcasting.
Yeah, I'm on vacation right now. I'm in the lovely state of North Carolina at the beach in the Outer Banks.
Oh, that's nice.
With some family and some friends, and yeah. So
and you're looking good as well, man. You are looking really good, I must say.
Appreciate it, guys.
He told me in our chatting segment there while you were trying to fix your thing there, he hopes you stand up so you can see his ass. And
they took Jalen Carter. Wow.
Yeah, they took Jalen Carter.
A head case to a head case organization. Happy days.
You know, I'll tell you what, without the beard, Jesse's head looks like a little needle up there, doesn't it?
Hey, his stylist, Katie, is it, has done the trick. Yeah, she has done the trick. It looks feathered and everything.
There you go. All right, so I do have a couple of highlights so far of the draft. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to Keith's feed over there, but look, this is awesome. Keith clapped this sticker.
Yeah, I saw that earlier. It's amazing.
Yeah, is it showing up on the screen? I can't see it.
Yeah, no, it's up there. Yeah.
All right, I can't see it. I wonder why I can't see it. Everything's fucked up for me. Let's see. He did it there, and he did it here on this dude. That's all right. We like that.
That's our Keith. What a guy. He's doing the Lord's work out there. He is.
Right now, here he is on ESPN, looking like somebody's grabbing his balls. See, I don't know. I can't see these. This is bullshit. Something's not working right.
Yeah, no, I can see him. We can see him.
All right. Well, let's see. Okay, go ahead, Scott.
I'll tell you what did work out, though. Jalen Carter saying, I'm not talking to anyone outside the top 10 picks. That worked. He's gone 9.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. He's dressed like a piece of bubble gum.
Peter Skoronsky next for me. I think he'll go to the Bears, but we will see. We will see what happens. I don't like that little wall art there that we've got as well of a guy saluting that says that's
it could be worse.
Could be Tuddy.
Yeah, it could be worse. Yeah, it could be a pig.
It could be a picture of Keith.
Could be worse. Yeah, well.
Welcome to the organization. Here's Keith.
All right, so here's Keith. Here, let's see. Let's see if I can see this video.
Let's go!
All right, so there he is. And, right at the end there, I swear to God, he looks like a baby bird trying to get fed.
It does. Oh,
hold that on the screen, John. Keep that on the screen. Oh, put it back on. Oh, man. I am screenshotting that. That is my new profile pic.
That is.
There you go. Job done.
If I have time, I'll animate a bird flying in there and puking in his mouth or something. That's kind of nice. We can do all kinds of stuff with that photo. Anyway, so I'm glad anybody that's joined us has joined us to watch us fuck around for the next hour while we're waiting for pick number 16.
I know. John wanted to come on. Oh, this is 3 o'clock. No, John. No.
No, you said 8:30. Don't tell me 8:30. You said 8:45.
I said 8:45, but then I was like, let's
So yeah, just to prove a pick point here. Look, if you can, I'll try and get that on the screen as my new profile pic.
There you go.
All done.
We can make that look into porn.
We could do. Maybe Yamstarch could do something and blur it out for us a bit. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh dear. This is far too late for me. Seriously.
I'll tell you what. I'm glad that I'm not an NFL prospect.
Hi, Max. Nice to see you. Nice to see you in the chat. Probably the latest John has been awake in 4 years. Absolutely spot on. And he thinks it's late where he is. It's now 2:24, and I'm probably going to wake my children up in a minute. They have school in the morning. I do not have work, so Max I will not be taking them to school.
Max will be pleased to know that at 5 o'clock I took a nap.
Yeah. Oh, good man. Good man. To be honest, I got 2 hours.
You got to put in the work if you're going to hang out,
I got 2 hours in earlier, so yeah, all good. Anyway, on to different matters. How's the pickleball league going, John? That's more important.
Oh, yeah, well, hey, man, I'll tell you what, it ended, and I finished in the third tier, which is not too bad. Well, there were 6 tiers, and the first 2 tiers are people that are way above what I can play, and also people that are like 25 years old that I can't keep up with.
Okay.
So finishing where I finished, I feel pretty good about it. So,
and did you beat your arch nemesis?
No, I did not. No, I did not. She finished 3 points ahead of me in the final standings. But I will say this: we won together, which we never had done before. Good. All right, yeah. So we won together. We ended up playing together in the last week. We won together, and I got a chance to talk to her and found out, hey, you know what? She's a really nice person. So even though I can't stand playing with her, she's a halfway decent person.
Jesse, how's the vacation going then?
Doing very good here in the Outer Banks, and it was good on the ride up. It was a little wet this morning, rain, but it cleared up. We went on a poker run, rode probably about 5 hours, and then got back here. I cooked grilled burgers and dogs, and then we're just chilling. Watched the Gray Man on Netflix, and pop on the back on my phone, and tomorrow's going to be a washout. But I am going to go get a tattoo tomorrow. So yeah,
nice. I can't believe what I just saw on television. All right, the Bears just made their pick. I'm not going to say what it is, but while they were waiting for the Bears to make their pick, you could see the screen at the field behind everybody, and there was this Bears fan on the big screen at the field, and he chugged a Bud Light, and he turned trans right in front of me. It was horrifying.
I've literally got the commissioner on stage now, Darnell Wright. Wow, that was who I wanted at 16. I wanted Darnell Wright.
We knew he was going early.
The big so are we still available?
I was going to say, I'm not too fussed on Broderick Jones. Will
Porter Jr. still available?
Will Skoronski get to us?
We got Christian Gonzalez. We got Skoronski. We got Levis. Broderick Jones, I thought was going to probably be the first tackle off the board.
I thought it was Paris Johnson, and I was right with that.
Yeah, well, okay. Paris Johnson, I think Broderick Jones was going to go right after him, and he still could. But I thought he was going to go in the top 10. Broderick Jones, I could have swore he was going to be a top 10. But listen, there's plenty of players. I think we're trading back, fellas. I really do. I think we're trading back. I know you UK guys are would hate that if that happened, especially if it was like 29 or something like that.
Oh, then you can take another nap.
3 more hours. But look, we're hearing a lot of noise about Emmanuel Forbes. Could be a very interesting prospect. He is a ball hawking machine. But I still like Joey Porter Jr. I know everybody thinks that he's just a man corner. But listen, you have to play. There's no man teams. There's no teams that play predominantly man in today's
He's a football player, and he's a young football player. You can teach him.
So look, I think that's my pick, and I'm sticking to it. We've been saying this for the past month and a half now, and I think we're going to wind up with a cornerback.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to.
Well, I think don't count out Deontay Banks here either for us. Local.
Yeah, I at 16, I think that's just a little rich. But
I think the same for Forbes.
Definitely could.
I think the same for Forbes, though. I've got Forbes to the very back end of this first round, if not second round, early.
A lot of people did early, but in the past month, he shot up people's. So from what we're on TV, and nobody's ever right. So let's not pretend here, except for maybe.
Well, look, if we are, I think we're probably now actively trading to try and trade back now. If Skoronski goes in the next few picks,
I wouldn't hate.
We're done.
I wouldn't hate the Emmanuel Force pick. I would rather have Porter Jr., but I'd be happy with either one. You know, I'd much rather have Joey Porter Jr., but I'm not going to Force pick.
There's been a lot of talk this week though about Brian Branch as well. You know, don't necessarily count that out. I mean, do you think? I mean, also today, weirdly, loads of talk about trade rumors of Chase Young going. I've heard Kansas City might be interested in the 30. Hey, here he is.
Hey, we got somebody live at the draft. What's up, Keith?
Can you hear us, Keith? Looks like you got better internet at the draft.
Shit.
Well, how's your experience so far?
Hold on.
All right, this is the usual.
I can't hear shit.
Put your phone up to your ear real quick.
Smooth.
Yeah, this is the Bleeding Burgundy Podcast, baby. This is what you tune in for. There you go. There he is again. Hey!
A live shot on the draft floor.
this
Nobody's going to bring you content like this. Nobody
Right.
but
Ladies and gentlemen, Keith.
My guy.
Hey, that's all right.
Look at that. Look at that.
Of all the podcasts you can be watching on YouTube right now, only one of us has a guy in the crowd named Keith.
Yeah. So all the hog farmers
Hey,
are there.
I just wanted to
That's
say real
great.
quick.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Jesse. We should have had Bijan. Fuck you. It's all your fault. Hey, but listen, at least the Eagles didn't get him, so I'm all right. But I don't really have a voice much. So I just wanted to stop in and say I love you guys.
Oh, wow. Isn't that
Nothing
sweet?
but
We
love.
love you too. Appreciate you stopping in.
I thought I loved you, but it turned out to just be a brief infatuation. But
It was a
I
brief
respect. I'm
infatuation.
glad we
I
can still be
actually
friends.
love Jesse, but fuck you for all your Bijan hate. How about that?
All right, well, we are 5 picks away from our pick. So what's the chances of you being able to dial back in after that happens to give us your response?
Yeah, I'll take a few pictures and then I'll try to get in.
All right, that
Perfect.
sounds good. Ladies and
All
gentlemen,
right, love you guys.
thank you very
Love
much.
you
Ladies
too.
and gentlemen,
Thank you,
Keith. Great.
We got a crop of little bird that's sitting right there on his mouth and putting a worm in it.
Dude, if I have time, I'll animate one flying in.
Yeah.
Do you think the Titans take QB here and take Levis?
You know, if they take him, I'm going to tell you once again, anybody that comes up to me and talks about the fucking experts when it comes to quarterback draft can just shut their fucking mouth because Malik Willis is right. They've soured on him if that's what they're doing. But I don't think.
Well, I can see the Tennessee Titans going ahead with Levis. I think it'd probably be a smart pick.
Where are they broadcasting that? That is cool. Oh, it's up on a screen.
If they can't, if Malik doesn't work out, you know, they didn't spend a really high draft pick on him last year. So,
no, but he was bandied about as a first round talent.
There goes Skornsky. He's gone. He went to the Titans, so I guess they're not going. Wow. Levis is falling down. Do you think he gets to Washington? And if he does,
I don't want him. He's an absolute bust. He's a bust every day written all over him. I do not want him at all. No way, shape, or form. The same with Richardson, who went at 4. But I am about 30 seconds behind you, Jesse. So,
and I'm about 10 seconds behind him, apparently. Jesse's way ahead of everybody.
The
thing is that Jesse's microphone sounds like this. Nobody can really understand what he's saying anyway.
do you know that trawler that you sent me on a while ago when we went across
Captain Gustavio? Yes,
that's what Jesse sounds like. He's on that trawler at the moment.
Yeah.
He's stuck out in the middle of the Atlantic. Yeah,
Captain Gustavio on the radio.
If I could see him pop on the show.
Is that better?
Yeah, loads better, man. I got you. Dude.
Okay, I'm using the speakers. Like it's not coming through my like a speakerphone. It's coming through like a telephone. So I got to get real close to hear y'all.
All right.
Can you see my? Can you see me?
Yeah, we can see. Oh my God, yes, we can see. You got a blackhead.
Let's see.
So I think Detroit
right there. Got it.
I think Detroit here goes. They have to go corner here. They got rid of Akuda, obviously.
Yeah.
In the off season, so this should be Gonzalez really.
Gonzalez is there for the taking.
Mm-hmm. I think if they take Joey Porter, that'll be a tragedy. But for us, it probably won't be because I would take Gonzalez in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But we are 4 picks away now. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4. Yep. Not too far now. So it'll be interesting. Look at them all in Green Bay gear there. Peter Skoronsky and Bob Skoronsky.
I'm sorry, but somebody's girlfriend back there behind Will Levis, who seems to be having an eye problem tonight. I don't know what's up with his freaking eyes.
I haven't got that on. I've got pictures of Peter Skoronsky and Bob Skoronsky in Green Bay gear.
Well, so dude, get off the freaking porn there. He's on some Polish porn site.
There's Will Levis. There's
They're
Will
doing
Levis.
the Skoronsky. Yeah, Levis's eyes are funky tonight, man. He's got like.
So what did y'all think? What did y'all think of the trade? Texans trading back. I think they got hosed a little bit.
They got a lot of picks to spend. Fuck it.
Yeah.
So apparently they had 12 picks in this year's draft, and they've got 11 next year. So when you think about it, realistically, that pick wasn't even theirs. That was the Deshaun Watson pick. Mm-hmm. So for them, who cares? You know what I mean?
They got their quarterback, and they got the second best defensive player in the draft.
For me, I think they got the first. I think he was the best defensive player in the draft. For me,
I think Jalen Carter is the best defensive player in the draft, in my opinion.
Yeah, I just think he's a head
another
case.
running back.
Sure,
is he really?
The Lions go running back.
No way!
Wow.
Did they take Gibbs? Is it Gibbs?
Yeah, they took Gibbs.
Oh, wow. It's not even done yet.
That's the first big shock of the whole entire draft. I would stay away from running back in the first round period. I think that's a waste of pick.
Detroit, I don't think had any kind of need at running back.
They have a need at quarterback.
They should. They would.
I mean, Jared Goff was all right, but
he's still only got 1 year left on that deal, I think, too, that they've got left to pay him. So, yeah, I would think that a quarterback for the future would have been something that they would have taken. Yeah, running backs.
Christian Gonzalez is still available.
So looking at this, right, apparently Ron's picks were Gonzalez, Forbes, Jones, Porter. They were 4 of his 5 is what we've been talked about. And I think the other one was Brian Branch, they were saying. So
you got Broderick Jones and Christian Gonzalez on the board at 16. Who are you taking?
For me, I'm taking Gonzalez.
For those two, I guess if Porter's gone, I would take.
No. I mean, Porter's still there too, but you got the choice of Broderick Jones, tackle out of Georgia.
I would take Porter over Gonzalez anyway. That's just me. But I would have to
take Broderick Jones over both of those.
I have to flip a point, because a tackle, a solid left tackle. Yeah. It can be your left tackle anchor for years is what you're really looking for. And he's
absolutely, really but Jones is a right tackle. But I mean, I suppose you can try him at left tackle. For me, you just got to keep the best 5 offensive linemen you can get out, and then you say, okay, I'll get whoever I can get out there on the draft. But
look, even if it's the right tackle, you can move. You can move Cosme to left guard, Wiley to right guard. That's a formidable offensive line, it really is.
Who's that young gentleman that looks?
That's my son, Max, who looks like a fucking Amish kid in that.
Yeah, I was going to say this exact same thing.
He's like Caleb. He's like Caleb. Well, he's got a good friend named Caleb. I got to be careful saying that, but yeah, he's like Caleb going off the court.
in the tiny little thing, he kind of looks like what's Patrick Mahomes' little brother? It looks a little bit like him.
Stop it, Max. Well, he doesn't look like that now. That picture's at least 3 years old. Dude, change that picture. Look at you. All right, so Keith says sounds like he's had a few at the amount of times he said he loved us guys. Well, I saw Bud Light things in the crowd, and I know Keith won't drink beer. However, he may drink that now. I didn't see any White Claw vendors, so who knows?
Yeah,
all right. I should say that picture from when I was 16. That's right, because he pissed me off he got a bad report card, so I sent him off to live with the Mennonites. I said, "Go fucking you goddamn spend a summer barn raising, boy.
Go and learn how to churn some butter." Yeah,
that's right. Go churn some fucking butter, dude. I'll tell you what. Since we're just fucking around here, it's commercial time.
It is for me too.
All right, the Packers pick is in, so maybe they're speeding up a little bit. Look, I tell you what. I went to go get some glasses one time, and I was in Target. I think, right? They have they got a glasses area, right? And there's Amish and Mennonites all up around through here, so they had come down and to get glasses, I guess, and they were sitting there. There was two of them, twins, and I'm telling you what, these girls were inbred, and I'm not even going to freaking try to sugarcoat it. I don't care what the fuck anybody has to say. Their parents were brother and sister at the probably closest that you can get, and they had not seen somebody that had red hair before. Back then, I had a little more hair, and I'm looking at two of them, and they're looking at me like birds around the corner. I mean, like this. Just staring at me, right? One of them's looking at me like this, and the other one's sticking her head around the other one. And I was like, Jesus Christ, they're gonna put a fucking hex on me. I don't know what the hell's up with this. Anyway, there's my story about the inbred Mennonites.
All right,
we're on pick number 12, waiting to see what it is.
On pick number 12, is this the Packers? No, it's not.
Yeah,
Packers are 13. I'm sorry, we're at 13.
So who do you think they take here? Because I'm looking at either a tight end or a wide receiver. This could be the tight end first.
If they pick a wide receiver, Aaron just left. I mean, that's some shit. I bet Aaron Rodgers would be throwing shit wherever he's at up against the wall.
Well, I think they take here. I think they take Jackson Smith and Jigba. Best consensus wide receiver on the board. But they might
leave Christian Gonzalez out there.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, and then the only one I'm thinking of here is, well, the Jets, they look like they maybe need a tackle. I mean, can you imagine if we take Will Levis here? The fucking world would go on fire.
Oh, no, I don't want Levis.
Honestly, can you imagine it? I can't, like, we've got to be actively looking now. If the
only thing you could say if they did something like that is that the enemy must really like him. And if the enemy says so, then I guess we got to go with whatever Eric the enemy says.
Interesting. I mean, I don't know I have no idea where we go here.
I got to get. It's a yeoman's effort here for Scotty to keep this show as a football show, because I'm just here fucking around watching television later.
I'm looking at this. Who's behind us and who is still in need of a quarterback that would need to jump up, and I see the teams like the Lions and Tampa Bay as a possibility that would want to jump up. Then you go all the way down to, I mean, what's the Cowboys?
Tampa only three places behind us, aren't they? So what's that? That's 19. I don't know who they're selecting, John. So don't let me know.
Right. I don't, the Seattle Seahawks. I mean, they could be interested in a developmental quarterback. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Levis, unless the Patriots really hate Mac Jones.
Carolina. Lucas Van Ness, that's a great pick, actually, to be fair.
I think Levis is going to fall, is going to drop.
So now they've taken that. Tight ends are still on the board. Wide receivers are still on the board. You've still got quite a few corners out there. Tackles wise, who have we got left? We've got Anton Harrison. We've got Broderick Jones. I am struggling thereafter. I think. If we go corner here, you can get a decent either interior, like someone like who's the interior guy out of old? No, I'm trying to think who the interior guy is. I would take at 47. We could get a good interior left guard, because that's probably, if you look at our line, Charles Leno's serviceable, but he's not. If you beef out the O-line interior and you've got a good left guard coming in, we're already stacked at centre. I saw Chase Roulier practicing without anything on his knee, so that was an interesting one. Still don't think we're going to keep him, but
I don't either.
Nick Gates.
And if we do, it's going to be a major restructure.
Yeah, Nick Gates coming into play centre, which is interesting. And then we've got the thing that makes me think, if you look at taking a tackle who's a dominant right tackle, why would you sign Wiley? And then you still, and no one's
he can be placed all over the line. I mean,
you're right. You are right.
That's a good thing about Ron's obsession with position flexibility is we can, you don't know how the draft's going. No one knows how the draft's going to shake out. They really don't. And
so
you get a guy like Wiley.
Pittsburgh's come up here, so they've gone to 14. So is this the Joey Porter pick, or is this Christian Gonzalez? I mean, it would be poetic if they took Joey Porter Jr. here. But it'll be very, very interesting. I'm going to see what this trade compensation was while we're on the subject.
It would be pretty poetic if Christian Gonzalez, Joey Porter Jr., and Emmanuel Forbes were still on the board, and Washington went with Emmanuel Forbes anyway.
Oh my God! Yeah, that would just
I would just like to say that I haven't got much to say, obviously.
It kind of surprised me that Christian Gonzalez is still on the board. I didn't think he was going to be by our pick, and I'd be hard pressed to pass on a guy like his. He's got really good hands. And we need a playmaker. We haven't really had that. Fuller has had 2 pick sixes last year, but we haven't really gotten a whole bunch of interception from cornerbacks in the past 3 or 4 years. We've had some from safeties, but not at corner.
Yeah, it'd be. This is the most intriguing pick we've got. I mean, that Jamar Gibbs pick just horrible for me. I mean, that's just messed the draft up completely. But we'll see who picks here. Only got 2 minutes left. Be interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what we're doing here. We're
not doing anything. We're sitting here watching television and talking.
Do you think we're sitting pat at 16 then, or do you think we're actively trying to trade here?
Here, I got something. Now, is this a new statistic that they're covering? This is off of ESPN earlier today.
We're hearing is Jalen Carter, the D tackle from Georgia, just won a national championship with the Bulldogs. Big guy, 6'3".
I mean, is that something that they're measuring these days?
I just saw that earlier, John. I did have to giggle to myself about that.
We're hearing is Jalen Carter, the D tackle from Georgia, just won a national championship with the Bulldogs. Big guy, 6'3".
I mean,
in that measurable, John, I don't think I'd fare very well.
Tamarick Hemingway would be in the Hall of Fame, according to
he would be. He absolutely would be.
So, I find that kind of.
Give that man a gold jacket right now. Yeah.
Was she telling on herself?
Emboss himself in Canton.
Hey, by the way, I know I'm going to sound horrible, but Jesus Christ, I want to congratulate the scientists of the world for getting a goddamn blueberry first to have that much hair, and second to be able to sing the goddamn national anthem that well. That was amazing.
Right, hang on, man. Come on. Who is this? Pick is in, but yeah, I don't know.
They're waiting
an awful long time there with the
pick here.
I thought Keith was going to be on stage there with the band.
Broderick Jones.
Oh, is it Broderick Jones?
It's Broderick Jones.
Oh, we have to trade back now for me, or you have to take this corner.
You got some really, really good corners still on the board. You could probably trade back and still get. I mean, there's 4 good corners on the board.
It was the guy I was trying to talk about earlier, interior Steve Avila. It just made my.
Now the Jets. This is an interesting pick right here with Aaron Rodgers.
I thought
are they going to get him another weapon
and tackle,
or they're going to protect his butt?
They've got decent wide receivers. They've got decent running backs too. And the good news for us is they've got decent cornerbacks. They're not going.
Are they going to? What about a tight end? There's Michael Mayer still out there. Mm-hmm. Dalton Kincaid's still out there.
There's never been a tight end pick yet. They're all out there.
So for me, I've seen the comments there. So whoever's in the comments chat there, Tommy, thank you, Tommy, for letting me know it was Broderick Jones a good minute and a half before I knew it was Broderick Jones. But yeah, I'm going to turn the comments off, and please, whoever we pick, don't say anything.
No, I think he was just guessing. He was just guessing, I believe.
Was he
There's
guessing?
no way he could be that far ahead of us.
What a good guy.
Maybe he is. Who knows?
Maybe he's at the draft. Who knows?
Yeah.
Mirror rushes. I mean, is there anyone left tackle-wise? The only one I can think of is Anton Harrison. Who the only people I've heard talk about Anton Harrison, who is actually left tackle, is the Burgundy Zone boys. There, Kyle Roenick's really, really high on him.
Yeah, he's an end of the round or first rounder for me, possibly second rounder, and yeah, I just don't see that pick at 16. I mean, I could be wrong, but 16 is pretty rich for Harrison.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's mad.
He's not. I don't think he's ever going to be a stud. He's really. I don't think he's going to be a stud. I think he could be a solid player. But hell, a non-injured. Why is his name escaping me right now? Jesus, our left tackle, Leno, or a non-injured Leno is a solid player. Yeah, he's getting a little bit up there in age, but. There's some people. There's some pieces on the board right now could definitely help take this team to the next level.
So for me now, I mean, the boys in the WhatsApp group chat, the UK chat, there are talking about there's loads of decent corners still on the board. They're absolutely right, and they're saying there's not much left at tackle wise. I think the Jets would have probably took a tackle if there was one available, but realistically now. We are struggling for tackles. I mean, there was been a big run on them now, so it's.
I could see the Jets trying to trade back right now. My fear is that Will Levis is on the board, and he's too tempting to pass up right now. That's what I'm kind of worried about.
I would be taking if I was Washington in there now in the draft room. I'd be taking every call possible.
Every call.
Oh yeah, but I'm sure the Jets are too. I think the Jets are taking every call too.
So do you think they take in here? Do you think they take a weapon for Rodgers and give him a new toy to play with, a Jackson Smith and Jigba? Because corners-wise, they can't. I can't see.
Yeah, Jackson's still available, and that seems like an interesting pick. But man, I mean, how many more receivers do they need? They got a pretty tight wide receiver room with Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, true.
As is.
True.
Corey Davis is there.
Corey Davis, yeah.
But they've got really good corners as well.
And they got Alan Lazard, who he's familiar with.
Oh, they got the best corners in the best tandem in the league, I think.
Right. Yeah,
so this is where I was thinking you go tackle for them. That was where I was looking at. But
you got Christian Gonzalez, you got even Nolan Smith is an interesting pick too. But Forbes, Porter Jr.,
Brian Branch.
You got freaking Deontay Banks still on the board. Man, if we could trade back. I would love it.
Yeah, I hope so.
Miles Murphy's an interesting pick too. What are the Commanders doing with these defensive ends with now that we did not pick up Chase fifth-year option, which I agree with. But that is an interesting thought right there. Got to plan for the future.
Well, I don't have a problem with him not picking up the option because it doesn't mean that they can't talk to him afterwards.
Exactly.
Anyway. It's not like he's automatically gone. They've still.
I have a problem if they traded him.
Well, they can't trade him right now. His value is down because other teams.
That's what I mean. They're not going to get anything for him.
If you're going to trade him, if that's the plan, you're going to hope that he balls out so that you can get maximum value before the November deadline. But I don't think that they're going to. I mean, they've still got the franchise tag in their pocket that they can re-up Montez Sweat, and they can tag.
Or they could trade Montez Sweat.
I think they like Sweat. I think they'll keep Sweat.
I do too. But there's different possibilities, man.
Like I say, there was talks earlier, weren't there, of Chase or Montez being traded. But
I'm telling you what, I just fucking turned on ESPN for a second, and Rex Ryan smiled, and it woke up my dog. Holy shit!
Them turkey teeth are doing him no favors. Like that's for sure.
Fucking
yeah.
white.
What happens, Jesse, out here is
White.
everyone who wants teeth whitening or veneers or real implants, they go off to the country of Turkey and get their teeth done on the cheap.
I've heard some horror stories about Turkish dentists.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Don't getting
deny it.
real fucked up.
That's my old field, isn't it? So I used to be in dentistry. So weirdly enough,
All right, Jets, what are you going to do, Jets?
Come on, Jets. Let's let you take here. Look at that. Tyler Conklin, Alan Lazard, Garrett, Breece Hall, and Rodgers. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I can't find my the tracker. Didn't they go offensive line earlier? What did the Jets pick earlier?
They didn't. They traded back.
Hold on 1 second. Jets.
Oh, that's right.
They traded.
Yeah.
Okay. I think they have to get some protection for Rodgers.
But there's no one left.
Yeah.
Well, there is. This is the problem. All the good tackles are gone, John. So
the good ones that you're never going to get me.
Yeah.
You're never going to get me to just nod along to the experts. Because they miss things and they miss things a lot.
Well, they've got the pick. They look like they've got the pick by it there.
Well, they're hugging. They're all
Salah's on there. Salah's on there. The GM's on there. I can't remember the big man's name. I can't remember his name.
Touching each other.
We are going to be New York.
Are we on the clock yet?
No,
not yet. Oh, the pick is in.
So we're on the clock. Washington is on the clock. Let's go, boys. This is it. This is who we get.
The ESPN states that we are quarterback is our number one need. Cornerback, offensive guard, offensive tackle, and for some reason tight end. I hate that. People are just it doesn't make no sense. We don't need a fucking tight end.
We're not even going to go into this anymore. The fucking experts on the goddamn draft drive me up a goddamn wall. Especially, when you watch the very next day, fucking Chris Sims puts out here's my mock draft round 1. This is what I think it's going to be. And I'm like, dude, you just fucking sat here and you don't even know you're just reading. They just read. They read what's put in front of them. I've said this before. James Brown on CBS is about the worst of them. If you put in front of him, I have a purple dick on my forehead. He would read it over the air before he even knew what he said. And I think that Chris Sims is the same way. All right.
Well, I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is, but the pick is in. Obviously, is where I'm at. I haven't even gone to the selection yet. The commissioner isn't out, but hey, man, we've
still painted the Jets colors with the lights, so it looks like it looks like a big fucking weed factory.
How much you want to make a bet? There will be a commercial break during the Washington pick.
Yeah, I was going to say. I said that earlier. I said 100%. This is going to be a commercial break. 100%. They fucking hate Dan Snyder, and so do we. And I don't care about the draft. As long as this gets signed, sealed, delivered, and Dan goes, that's all I wanted from this offseason. I couldn't care less. As long as you don't pick a kicker or a punter, I'm good. But we'll see who it is. We'll see who it is. Oh, geez. It is 3 a.m.
Scott's punchy.
It's 3 a.m. Come on. I am tired. But I'm still going to power.
This pick has been in for 5 minutes now.
I told you Tommy was just guessing. Yeah. Yes, you're allowed to guess, Tommy. You're allowed to guess.
Of course you're allowed.
My co-host Scouse has just said, "Is Goodell taking a shit?"
He might be.
He's pissing about with his.
He's looking for the shit tickets. They ran out of shit tickets.
He is.
Out
with his
he's out there with Zach Thomas. Excuse me, Zach Wilson.
Oh, maybe.
Shit.
He's hitting on mums.
He might be banging his mom in the fucking dressing room.
Is he coming out? Here he is. He's got a kid with him. All right.
Yeah, that's what I said. He's got Zach Wilson with him.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Woo. Who are you?
Who is? I'm not watching. I'm just following along on.
Christ, how long are they going to take to make this pick? Well, who gives a fuck about this kid? You know what? We're not his mother. We don't care. I know. He's a Make-A-Wish kid. We can't do that. All right. Let's go. Is this the same kid from last year? Oh no, he was a Giants fan. Remember the Giants?
Yeah, he was.
fan?
Yeah.
They went berserk last year.
Oh yeah.
they had to take him off stage and medicate him. They were like, "Shit."
Well, I'm not even going to comment on that, John. I'm going to get myself in a lot of trouble.
Kyle Stickles. All right, well, good for you, kid.
Come on, man. I've still got the selection on at the moment, so if you know who it is, then that's fine. But
what the who?
I don't know. I'm listening to Kyle Stickles. Tell me who it is.
All right, it's Will McDonald.
Is it?
Yep.
You know, his father had a farm.
That's a interesting one. Edge rusher, isn't he? Will McDonald.
On that farm, he had
outside linebacker. Will McDonald. All right, we're on the clock. Tommy, you can guess, my man. You can guess.
Tommy can guess. All right, let me see.
Yeah. All right, we're on the clock. Look at this. ESPN says the best fit for the Washington Commanders is Will Levis.
I'm allowed to guess now.
Just higher thought. You right?
I didn't say Tommy. I said Tommy.
Doesn't really make any difference. I can pronounce it however I want. And I think that I'm going to guess. A Big Mac with an extra large fries.
Okay.
Yeah, it's late. I don't give a shit.
We have about 4 minutes until our pick. So, what are we saying, boys? Where are we?
I
Where are
would
we
say
going
about
now?
6
16.
minutes till our picks. I'm going to go Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah,
I'm going to be floored, but I think it's going to be Will Levis for some reason.
I think we're going to trade down.
Oh my God,
I would love to trade back, Tommy. That's the move right here, is to trade back. But I don't see anybody behind us.
Why would you want to trade up now? You know, New England.
Yeah, I don't think you need to.
Yeah, Tampa Bay can sit there and take a quarterback. Detroit want a corner, which they're going to get one in either Joey Porter or Gonzalez or Deontay Banks. So there's this for me. I can't even see anybody trading up here. There's no point. Yeah. No point.
Now that Lamar is safe and cozy in Baltimore, they're not going to need to trade up. The Giants aren't going to need to trade up. Everybody else behind us has their quarterback.
Minnesota
Patriots don't like Mac Jones.
Patriots is so Patriots and Tampa Bay are the only two, and they can wait.
The pick is in. Already.
Okay, cool.
All right, they didn't waste any time.
So then Ron has run up to the state. Run up.
I think it's a trade.
Gonzalez. No, it's
I
in.
think the pick is in because otherwise they put
in.
trade on.
It's at the back there. It says the pick is in on the stage. So let's.
I have a commercial, of course. I have a commercial.
Well,
and it says pick is in across the crying on the bottom.
Yeah, it does too. Picks in. And I've got a commercial, and we were right, John. We were absolutely right. I've got a commercial too.
There you go.
Who's it gonna be?
I don't know.
Fuck.
We got to sit through Dave and Buster's, and now some guy out of Florida.
Shout out to the UK WhatsApp group, who every single person wrote FFS commercial. Told you. Yeah, we knew. I said this at 1 o'clock in the morning. It's now 3:03. 3:03. Let's get this done. And now I've got an advert for Eurovision, which I really don't want to see. Who gives a shit about that? Eurovision. Oh, God. Come on.
I don't know. Well, what commercial do you have, Jesse?
This is what he's got to. 3 a.m. What commercial have you got?
Dude, I used to have a friend of mine. We'd stay up all damn night watching movies and shit. This was before cable TV, so you had to have one channel. Channel 13 stayed on all night and showed movies. And we would just get punchy and bet $1 or $5 on what's the next commercial. What's the next commercial?
Would you go would you go actual commercial, or would you go like, it's going to be like beds, or it's going to be
well, it depends. If it was if you called your shot, yeah, you could like get $5 for calling your shot. But if you just threw $1 down and said, okay, it's going to be for Mr. Ray's hair weave, that's a $5 call.
So I've got it here now. It's the King's coronation advert. Happy with that? Yeah.
What is that? You got to advertise that that's coming. Don't you get your head taken off if you don't go?
No, it's the 8th of May, also known in my household as St. Jimmy's Day or my wife's birthday. The king is being coronated on that day, and we all have a day off work.
That's pretty cool.
Is,
that's
awesome.
usually what happens to me on my birthday. But hey, you got her trained pretty good.
I don't think so, man. Little Scotty's not seeing any of that. That's for sure. Don't you worry about that. And it is little. It's like a budgie.
So Tommy thinks it's going to be Forbes.
Nah, man, can't be. You cannot pass up on Gonzalez here. Honestly, please, dear God, don't do this. If Will Levis comes out here, I'm going to go. I'm going to just turn the stream off and go to bed.
No. We got to hear you cry.
I cannot deal with Will Levis. It would be the ultimate distrust in Sam Howell.
Well, I mean,
it would. Oh yeah, I honestly, if you take Levis here, and Sam Howell would be devastated, especially after all the hype around him.
Maximum commercial break here. Now
I think so too. Come on,
Levis is still sitting there, so it ain't him unless because they said the pick is in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now
I don't see. I know a lot of people are saying that they've been fluffing Sam's pillow, for a while now. I haven't really seen that all that much. I mean,
doesn't look like by looking
doesn't
at
look like it's Levis. Doesn't look like it's Levis. No.
Nope. He looked like he was saying shit. He's falling and dropping.
He's now looking. Can I go to Tampa Bay? Can I go to New England? He's
here's our war room. Look at this little dinky thing compared to everybody else.
I haven't seen it yet, John.
Oh my God! Look at this. Everybody else has these really nice big war rooms and shit.
I'm still behind you.
We have
Janet's
fucking foldable tables with goddamn draperies on them.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
Emmanuel Forbes.
Are you joking me?
I'm not joking you. Emmanuel Forbes.
Oh my God.
It's the guy they targeted. They've been talking about this for they really liked him. He's the third-ranked corner in this draft.
Wow.
There it is. We got our cornerback. Like it or not.
He is a baller.
I'm okay with it. I'm not crushed. We needed a cornerback.
Yeah.
We needed a playmaking cornerback, and this guy is a playmaking cornerback.
He is. Man, he is skinny as shit, though. I'll tell you what, those legs look like they're going to snap any second. He better put on a pound or two in the NFL.
You know who was super skinny coming out? Champ Bailey was too. Not saying this guy's Champ Bailey, but I am not. I'm not mad at this pick.
No, I'm not. I'm all right with it.
I would much rather have Joey Porter, but that's name recognition. And Christian Gonzalez, name recognition. I've seen more of them. I haven't seen much of this guy. And I trust the guys that are making the calls.
They've done well in the draft. That's for sure. So yeah, I'm all right with the pick. That's good for me.
Listen, we needed a wide receiver last year, and we got a good wide receiver. We needed a fucking cornerback this year, and we got a cornerback. Let's just see how it plays off. I'm not devastated by this pick. I wish it would have been.
Keith. There's Keith. With somebody's hand in his face. There's Keith on NFL Network right there.
I haven't seen him.
Grab that screenshot.
Yeah, I will. All right, that is a 10-10.
Oh, there it is. I would imagine Twitter's probably throwing a hissy fit right now.
Well, to be honest with you, I might join them because Gonzalez. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I think Gonzalez was the best cornerback in the entire draft, and must be something wrong with him. Why has he fell this far?
He's fallen. I mean, he was expected to be like a top 12 pick, and there he goes to New England.
Has he gone to New England?
Yeah, he's gone to New England.
Okay.
Listen, we just don't know. We are not studying film day in and day out.
No, we're not.
Multiple teams have said they had interest in Emmanuel Forbes, and he was shooting up draft boards. And you're an NFL team. If you like a guy, go get that guy.
I got to tell you, I kind of resent that. I think I've done a good job all night long of showing my knowledge of the draft and how deep I'm able to analyze every bit of this.
Do you know what's interesting here is why have we never got a guy, right? When we pick a person in the draft,
Right.
every year, first round, the fucking person is never in the studio. Have you ever noticed that? They never come out, do the old shirt. That doesn't happen for us. They're always at home. And it's
That's
like,
right.
what the actual F is going on? But yeah, look at that. I mean, honestly, why didn't you come to my team, mate?
I don't know, dude. Are you touching yourself?
When you're rookie of the year next year, I'm going to be seeing.
We're going to look back on this broadcast and when Forbes is holding up that defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, well, no, that's fine, man.
You're going to make you eat a dirty fucking sock.
I will eat humble pie. I promise you. If it turns out that way, look, Emmanuel Forbes is a great ball hawking cornerback. He got the most interceptions.
And your sound just went out.
No, it's this fucking StreamYard today.
He was really good last year for interceptions. So
yeah,
they must have. If you're right, we don't watch film. It's great being a couch GM. And to be honest with you, I don't even watch college football. So
you're doing quite well thinking it then.
No.
Listen,
I watch a lot of tape in the run up to draft, and I watch a lot of shit mock drafts on YouTube to try and get an idea of what's going on. But it is what it is.
I had found that I used to try to do that, and then I found out that I really didn't care about it. I watch it as it comes, and I realize that absolutely none of this means anything today. I was talking a little while,
14,
and we'll find out about it.
I was 14 for 14 last year with the boys in Edinburgh, and they were like, "Holy shit, you're a machine!" And I was like, "Yeah, I know." And then it all went horribly wrong after that. This year, I've had no idea of.
Look, it's we all have our favorite players that we want this team to draft, and we kind of get fixated on them. And Joey Porter was kind of that guy for me. But being realistic and not all the players that we think that we want on the team might not fit this team, and I do not hate what I've seen from this staff in the draft the past few years. I think they've done a pretty decent job.
Yeah.
And
we just can't hit on second rounders, Jesse.
Yeah, that's true. You can't hit them all. And I mean, look, the freaking New England Patriots drafted N'Keal Harry. So we all know how that worked out.
Yeah.
And Bill Belichick's one of the greatest football minds who has ever lived. So listen, we wanted a cornerback. We got a cornerback. Maybe not the quarterback that we wanted, but we got it.
Tell you what, it might not be the one that we specifically wanted, but I'll say it as always. I don't know shit about what I'm talking about when it comes to this stuff. So, dude, I'll tell you what, he is a ball hawk. I do know that.
Yeah.
He will pick the ball, and I do like that. I like a guy that will go get something and turn it over. It's one of the things that we've lacked is guys that will turn the ball over.
Exactly.
We had a couple of them last year, and I tell you what, for us, honestly, when we get an interception, I'm just as surprised as I am happy. I'm like, oh, fuck.
No, like what we talked about earlier, this team lacks, that kind of playmaking type of person in the defensive backfield,
Right.
and this is the guy that could definitely do it. And I'm okay with it. I'm fine with it. Tomorrow I'll probably be a little bit more excited about it because I'm going to go watch some film and get jacked about it. Just like with Jahan Dotson last year, a lot of people. I mean, I watched a lot of his games because they were on in my area. So I got to see him, but not a lot of people knew who he was, So I think that's kind of be the same thing with Emmanuel Forbes because the guy can make plays and he is a little more on the smaller side, but that's okay. You don't need to be 6'4", 250 to, intercept the ball and take it to the house.
The boys are kicking off here saying, 1 minute, a massive advert, 1 minute of chat onto the next pick. I was like, yeah, I know. We got no coverage at all. Which is just,
That's what happens. That's what happens.
Always, man, always.
Yeah.
But what do you do? We're looking forward then. But what are we doing in the second round now? Then are we looking to go ahead and get solidify that offensive line now?
Yeah,
I would say so. Or you got to see how it shakes out, see what comes around. As much as we're all railed against tight end, you could see it in the second round.
Steve Avila for me then next. Perfect left
or we'll see what happens. Maybe if Anton Harris is still there, maybe they trade up a little bit and go get him.
Yeah.
Let me throw this at you. Defensive tackle.
Shut up, Alexa.
Yeah, I know. It's not like we don't have enough of those. All right. Anyway, do you guys want to come back on here tomorrow evening, or do you want to do it on Sunday or something like that? Get back on and wrap things up.
I'm good Sunday if you are.
Yeah. I'm traveling home Sunday. Should be around, I don't know, about 2:00. So in between 2 and 6.
All right. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Something like that.
That sounds good. We can have a little bit more. We have more picks to talk about. That's for sure. We got the rest.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's look to getting back.
Yeah, we'll nail down the time a little bit later, maybe tomorrow or something. And yeah.
Yeah, my brain is shutting down. I just said Wednesday. So
I didn't even
Tommy, we appreciate you in the chat, and we appreciate you listening. Yeah. We're just three fans that like to have fun, and we make fun of each other quite often. So
absolutely.
Hopefully you come back and join the chat next time, and you definitely sometime on Sunday, we'll put it out there what time we're going to do it, but we'll definitely have a lot more to talk about.
Yeah, Tommy's a big guy.
What we're hearing is Jalen Carter, the tackle from Georgia, just won a national championship with the Bulldogs. Big guy, 6'3".
Yeah, well, there you go. Okay, Jessy.
Jesse's frozen at the wrong moment. Right at that wrong moment. That's maybe the face he saw when he looked at Tamarick Hemingway.
That's probably what he did
when he had his Bigfoot sighting. Yeah. All right, John.
All right, man. Well, we'll leave Jessy looking just like that. All right, brother. Go get some sleep. I am going to watch a couple more hours of this, I guess.
Oh my dude, I'm all the way through. So take care, mate.
All right, man. I'll see you Sunday.
See you later. Bye.
Later.